Hey everyone, I'm Mike Raffel, also known as Hastr0. I'm the founder, owner, and chief gaming officer of Envy Gaming. We're going to give you a little view from the top.
And Hastr somehow able to get away from that one.
Well, let's see what the coach can do.
Hastr pulling out the sniper. That's what we're going to be concentrating on. We need to regularly. Oh! No! Hastr going big, crowd going wild.
You know, if you enjoy watching competitive Call of Duty, keep tuning in and tell more people about it. I'm not too worried about it. I think next year's is going to be tenfold of what we've seen. I mean, there are good players and there are great players. The players that just stand out beyond the rest, the guys that have a will to win. You have to have the passion to win. You have to have the drive, and you have to enjoy what you do.
So one of the reasons why we have become so successful is because of our history. We really started off as just a competitive Call of Duty team, you know, way back in 2007. And we were just a dominant force in Call of Duty esports for so many years. And we ended up getting a team house in 2010, back when there was hardly any money in Call of Duty esports. We were really just about the grind. I mean, we would play Call of Duty matches for about 14 hours a day. There was no salary. We just had to get the job done. You had to show up, play, win tournaments, to put food on the table and pay rent. There were moments where, you know, somebody forgot to pay the electric bill or something. And so, you know, it would be like a Friday and our power would get cut off. And then we couldn't even play in the weekend tournaments to make the money we needed to pay the electric bill. At one point, we were winning tournaments, but we got about 6 months behind on our rent in our team house. And thank God we had a great landlord. Shout out to Lee if you're watching. She was really helpful and let us, you know, stay in our team house without paying rent for 6 months. We eventually paid her all that money back and more. So there were times when we were just young, dumb, but proud and having a good time competing. And that's how this whole organization formed. It was so small back then. For us, it was just all about passion. You know, it was just a grind, man. Like we would just show up every single day in the team house and grind out matches and just try to get better. We eventually were able to secure a couple great sponsors back in the day that ended up helping us, you know, expand into other games, and we used the team house as a facility for a couple of those other teams, and we really just grew the organization that way by just grinding. I mean, it was just always about working hard, and we won a lot of titles back in the very, very early days. And we took that mentality that we had for winning championships and just applied it to every game that we expanded in, and started attracting some of the best players in the world because they knew that when they signed with Envy, we were gonna focus on them winning. And the primary objective for us as an organization was winning, and we're trying to write our name in the history books. We really take the championship mindset seriously. We try to spread that culture all over our organization from top to bottom. We're really built on winning championships, and a lot of you who've been watching us for many years know that. So how do we achieve that, right? I would say the number one thing that we give our players as a tool is we communicate that progress is everything. If our teams are constantly learning and adapting and making progress as a team, eventually we make it to the top. We basically do what the other teams won't. We put in the work. We always focus on that progress, because if you're putting in that work, you're showing up and you're trying to get the job done. If you're making that little bit of progress and the other teams make a little bit slower or are flat with their progress, we eventually just catch up and win everything. So I think that's been the number one aspect of Envy that has really been embedded into our culture as an organization that helps our players win. Yeah, a lot of people have kind of tabbed me as one of the pioneers of esports, or, you know, people give me a lot of credit, I guess, for helping grow esports to what it is today. I mean, that's all great and all. It's certainly evolved into something wild at this point. I mean, it's just so huge now. People ask me all the time, you know, did you expect it to get this big? They always expect you to be like, no, it's unbelievable. But honestly, I've had that in my head the entire time.
I mean, the crowd here behind me is just insane, and I feel like if everybody keeps putting out the hard work behind the scenes and doing the things that they're doing, then this crowd is only going to keep getting bigger. I mean, it's mind-blowing right now.
I mean, it's ever since 2006, I had this vision in my head that we would be filling arenas and stadiums, and it didn't happen for 6 or 7 years. But I really spent a lot of time on the front lines, traveling all over the world, over 200 days a year for like 8 years straight. I slept in hotel rooms basically the majority of my life for 8 straight years. And I'll tell you that I always had the vision that we were going to pack arenas, and when we started packing arenas, I was never happier. I mean, to see, 5, 10, 15, 20,000 people packed in an arena to see our teams play has been really special. And I think that we're only going to improve on that and make this thing much larger as we go along. It's been a little surreal to see it get there so quickly. I think that's the only thing I'm surprised about. I thought it might take a little bit longer for esports to really hit the mainstream audience. I think we still have a lot of work to do to get there, but it's definitely gotten to the point now where it's been fast. The rise of esports and the rise of just gaming culture has been so fast. It's just really all about entertainment and allowing everyone there at home to feel like they're watching something special. It's just like any other sport or other form of entertainment. When you watch, you want to get wowed by something. And I think we've done a fantastic job displaying some of the best pro gaming talent over our 14-year history. We've created some of the best moments in esports, from things like winning 2 Call of Duty World Championships, winning Apex Season 1 in Korea. We're still the only team in the world to ever go to Korea, only Western organization to go to Korea with a Western team and win an esports tournament. It's only been done one time, and that was by us. We've done things like, won a Counter-Strike major. We won world championships in Smite, Paladins, lots of games that we've won trophies in. The highlights have been there too. I mean, think about things like Happy's Deagle Ace in CSGO at DreamHack London.
Wait time, hoping to catch somebody peek on Envy's side. And well, that's what happens when you go around the corner. Happy with Wandig. Oh, and another one! Oh, and a third! Happy! Debris is like sweating bullets. Happy's gonna get the quad kill in the ace! What is this?
Those kinds of moments are forever historic. And, I think seeing that over 14 years just makes me super proud. I have a lot of great memories, and it feels like we started this yesterday. So a lot of things have changed. Times have changed. All the things that are around me here have changed, but the mentality has stayed the same the entire time. At the core, we are here to support our players, and that's something that we're going to continue to do and continue to innovate on. I don't think you're going to find a facility in the world that's much better than this one we're sitting in right now, where players can show up every single day and just get the training that they need and have the focus that they need to be champions. And so we have a few other things in our pipeline we're really excited about I can't talk about just yet, but Envy as an organization has always been a pioneer, and we've been innovative in esports, and we're looking forward to doing that for many years to come.